We're stepping into the energy of Aquarius. And now to talk about it, that we have so many planets in Aquarius already. We have Mercury in Aquarius. We have Jupiter and Saturn in Aquarius. Today, right? We also have the moon in Aquarius. Okay, here the moon is already in Aquarius now. So there's a lot of Aquarius energy. The thing is, guys, that there's a lot of nervous energy in the world right now. Energy of Aquarius is a high frequency. Okay, it's a high frequency. But in order for us to be in that high frequency, we need to somehow find the channel for us to connect. There's a lot of nervousness, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of anger. The energy is like shaking. It's like, also like in electricity, when you turn, when you have the dimmer and you turn the light higher and higher, and then it's buzzing, before it's settled down. And that's the energy. The energy is buzzing. Nervous energy. And each and every one of us is going to feel it in one way in their life, or in multiple ways in our life. But eventually, no matter where we are going through this, it's going to end up with how we react mentally charged. We are all mentally charged, because where is the nervous is coming from, or the anger? It's coming from the brain. It's like we are on very, very high vibration. Things are happening very, very fast. And wait, I wrote an article about the new moon of Pisces. I know it's the next month, but I had to look at the chart already, because we're writing it in advance. And I see that in the new moon of Pisces already, like, we have 6 planets in Aquarius. So we are in an Aquarius mode. It's going to take a while, until we getting out of the edge of that nervousness. But the nervousness is not going to happen. Why does it happen, right? It's not going to happen just because. There's a reason for it. And this week is charged because the planet of Aquarius, Uranus, is in Taurus, is already in Taurus for a while. We spoke about it many times. But the planet, first of all, he's squaring Jupiter. And Jupiter is in Aquarius, okay? Jupiter is in Aquarius. Jupiter is expansion. Jupiter is already higher, because Jupiter is consciousness. Jupiter is beliefs. Jupiter is divine, the way we look at life. And he's in Aquarius, so he wants to take us to a higher level of consciousness. Uranus, that rules Aquarius, is in Taurus, and Taurus is survival, earthly survivor, money, what's mine, physical body, the way we are dealing with life, the way we are trying to survive, the way we are trying to accomplish things, physical things in life. And those together are squaring. And that nervous energy is for us to try to think different. We have to think different. It's like they don't leave us any choice. It's like we have to climb in that frequency. And if we're trying to hold on into that frequency, it's an explosion. Okay? And if that's not enough, right? On the 17th, on the 18th, Mars in Taurus is going to conjunct that Uranus. Mars is energy of war. Taurus again is survival. Mars is fight to survive. Mars to keep what's ours. It's a fight to keep. And it's conjunct Uranus. Uranus in Taurus doesn't want to keep anything. Just get rid of it. Just, you don't need it, let it go. But but maybe I'm going to need it. And maybe if I'm going to let go of that behavior, people will think this way. And maybe if I let go of that will happen. And the fear of releasing, but that's the energy, that's the frequency we need to release. And you see that even what's happening in the world, in the 20th of January, right, when we're going to have that combination of Mars and the Lamed Yud, the Lilith, the black moon, coming all together. And it's going to be exactly the same day that in United States they're going to announce the new president. And Uranus is unexpected and Mars is fight. God knows what's going to happen. Many unexpected things can happen right now in the world and in our own life. And we need to maintain consciousness. We need to flow everything that doesn't work for us, that it looks like we're repeating situation and we're like, oh my God, do I have to deal with it again? Do I have to do that again? I thought I already finished this. I didn't finish it. I thought I'm done dealing with that person. He's still in my life. Patience. We need that patience. We need that. It's called orech ruach. And we're going to see also, by the way, we're going to see in the portion how exactly that fits and how we are getting from the universe that gift of that portion of Vaera. So we will be able to handle whatever is that is coming. But whatever is that is coming, it's not a chaotic place. If we want really to change, especially as our spiritual community, we are asking to change. So they raise the frequency for us to come on, change. We've been through 2020 when everything that we hold on to had to let go. And now we are already in a new place. The consciousness that we have right now, it's not the same consciousness that we had in April of 2020. We are different. We grew up. We can handle more. So they raise the frequency. Change. Raise your consciousness. Come to a place of Aquarius, of detachment from that Taurus, from that physicality, from the way we handle life, the way we survive, the way we used to do things, the way we feel that we cannot let go anymore. They said, you can do it. You can let go. You can be detached. You can be detached out of power, because what are we releasing here? We're releasing here control and power. And you can see it obviously in the world. The world is going mad with power, losing power. Everywhere in the world that we are looking, in Israel, they're going into election for the 4th time. And in America, we all know what's going on. And in Brazil and in China, everywhere. The power is collapsing. It's going to be a period of time that things will balance, but we're coming to a new place when we are in control, but not that fake control. We are in control of the mind. We are in control of our reaction. We are in control. This is the time of redemption. It's Aquarius. It's the time of redemption. How are we going to get redeemed? Are we going to get redeemed by just sitting and the miracle will just dawn on us? Or we're going to have to fight to get that consciousness? If you're really looking at each time Pharaoh got hit by a plague, so he was like, yes, you know what I'll do? I'll send you, I'll do whatever you want. Just take the people, just take the blood, take the frogs, take all those plagues out. And every time from the beginning, he came to Moses and Aaron and he says, please take it. I promise I'll send you. And after the plague is gone, his heart is getting strong again. And it's funny because he's talking about the Torah, he's talking about the heart of Pharaoh constantly. So at the beginning, after the first plague, it says, and his heart got, stronger and he didn't want to send them. And in the second one, again, he didn't want to listen and his heart closed down again and he didn't send them. And in the third plague, again, again, his heart got stronger again and he didn't send them. After the 5th time, it doesn't say that his heart got stronger. It says that the Creator closed his heart. The Creator closed his heart. So, okay, so it's your fault, Creator. You closed my heart. I tried, but now you don't allow me. to open my heart. So even if I want, I lose my free will. So when are we really losing our free will, and why would the Creator do something like that for us? And this is like how it's basically like, we learn here how the evil inclination is really going. When someone feeling not so great and he wants to take a cup of whiskey, right, to make him feel better. The first time he's going to take that cup of whiskey, he's going to have free will. Should I take that cup of whiskey or I'm not going to take it? And a person decides to take it. The second time the person feel bad, they feel depressed, he doesn't know how to handle life, he's going to look at this cup of whiskey and he's going to drink it, but now he's going to drink another one, but he still have a choice because he can, he's still strong enough to say, you know what, it was nice, I enjoyed it, but that's not the solution. By the third time he's going to take it, when he's going to feel sad and depressed, and he's going to take that cup of whiskey and he's going to look at it, he will remember that for a little while, it make him feel better. And now he's going to struggle if to take it or not. But still in the third time, he still have the free will. The person's still strong enough to say, you know what, this is not for me. By the fourth and the fifth time, the person become addicted. And once the person become addicted, now it looks like the Creator strengthening his heart. But it's not the Creator strengthening his heart. What really happened, he lost the free will. Because by the fifth time, it become a habit. It become an addiction. We always have a free will, even when we are very addicted. And we know about people that healed from addiction. But it's much, much, much harder. So that's how the evil inclination is working. We create habits that are not good for us. And we took an extreme example of alcohol. Most of us are not addicted to alcohol or to drugs, but we are addicted to anger, or we are addicted to feeling bad about ourselves. It's an addiction to feel bad about ourselves. It's like if you really pay attention to what you think, you will find that your automatic thought is about, I'm not good. It's my mistake. It's I don't know if I told you, so if, for example, I had not an argument, but I had an exchange of something with someone. And I knew, if me and the whole world knew that I'm right. I'm not trying to be right, but I am right. Okay, so I did something that was actually right, and the other person did something that was actually wrong. But the moment the person told me, you are wrong and you are selfish, even though I knew 100% that it's not me, 100%, promise you, not me, I still felt that stab in the heart, and I'm thinking, what did I do? Why am I not okay? Maybe I should have done different. Maybe I should have done, and I was checking, and I was checking with friends. Every step of the way, I did exactly what needs to be done. But the addiction of feeling guilty, the addiction of feeling shame, the addiction to feel that I'm a Virgo, right? I'm not perfect. I did something wrong here. I made a mistake. It's always we are addicted to, we train our brain to think negative about ourselves. Every time that I want to open something in my life, I was like, no, I'm not going to make it. And every time that, we decided already to make it, and the first barrier that we feel is I knew I cannot do it. And then somehow we have the merit to continue. And again, we enter into a barrier, and I knew I could not do that. So it's always the addiction also to feel bad about ourselves, to judge ourselves, the guilt, the shame. Remember, the South Node is in Sagittarius. Guilt doesn't work anymore. We need to see the truth the way it is and to be able to accept ourselves just the way we are. Yes, we need to look at the things that we are not doing good because we want to change it. But that's what's happening right now. That's this Uranus, that's that nervous energy, that habits that we used to have, that are not serving any purpose for us. If it's a physical habit, it's a physical survivor of worry all the time, no matter what we have, no matter how many miracles we see, we constantly worry. If it's a certain behavior that we have and we want to keep it, if it's a relationship we have with ourselves or with others that we want to keep is not good for us, if it's anything that we are fighting to keep, to survive because we're used to it, because we become addicted to it and we feel like there is no free will. So this is the time that we all going to rehab. We're going to rehab from whatever addiction we have. And that nervous energy of Aquarius, it's that electricity shock. You know, how do they treat, I don't know if it's good or not, but how do they treat people with, with illnesses of the mind, with electricity? Aquarius with electricity, it's a shock. It's a, I don't know how to say it. It's a shock. It's a shock to the system. And that shock to the system makes us very nervous. Also remember that Neptune is squaring the nodes. So when Neptune is squaring the nodes, we can get that shock and we can be in denial. Oh, it's all good. Everything is okay because we are spiritual people. It's denial. Everything is not okay. And everything is not okay. Not because it's not, because it's time to change it. It's not the time to stay the way we are. And if we are insisting to stay the way we are, we keep getting that electric shocks constantly. And now that in the 14th, the 17th, the 18th, all the way to the 23rd, we have that electric shocks that just keep happening. But these electric shocks are great because it's awakening to change. We need to change. The addiction, when we can get that energy from Pharaoh, that everything was fine, we get electric shock, and then we say, we're going to be okay, we're going to be better. And when Pharaoh said, I'm letting your people go, he meant that too. But then after they left and he felt the relief, he didn't want to do it anymore. So if we say, okay, I have an issue right now, I'm getting electric shock, I'm going to fix it, please help me, I'm going to fix it. And then when it goes away, we're like, oh, you know what, actually, maybe we can continue like that. It's not that bad. And it always reminded me, of that joke that we always said. I said it a few times in this class, that a person is going and looking for a parking lot. And he says, God, please help me. I need a parking lot. And then a car pulls out. And the person said, never mind, God, I found it. I found a parking spot. So he's going, we are asking for a miracle. We're asking to be better. We're getting better. And then we forget that it's actually happened, from the Creator. And that's it. And we change the habits again. We need to create new habits, new way of thinking of how do we look at life. Aquarius and Sagittarius together, the Jupiter in Sagittarius. Jupiter is big, right? Jupiter is exaggeration. Let's take our consciousness to a higher level and stick to it. So if we see in certain area in our life or a few areas of our life that things are really getting out of control, let's not fight. Let's not fight on one hand and just accept the change. It says, you know what, maybe I need to adjust new habits. I need to adjust something new in my life. Okay? But we are not also, because Mars in Taurus, I always said, Taurus say, if I will ignore the problem, it means it doesn't exist. Because they don't like chaos. It's ruled by Venus. They don't like disruption. They don't like argument. They don't like Libra, right? It's very known about Libra, but Taurus are the same. They want harmony. They want peace. They don't want to fight. That's why when you have physical things, around you, then you feel safe. If you have a nice home and your home is clean and you have a nice this and a nice that, it makes somehow, it's a fake feeling, but that's the feeling, that everything is awesome, right? But when Mars is going to hit Uranus. It's going to conjunct, it's not going to hit. They're going to be together. They challenge each other. Uranus is a shocking, to that Mars in Taurus. Mars in Taurus wants to keep. And Uranus is like, it's an electric shock. What do you want to keep? You want to keep your addiction to failure? You want to keep your anger? You want to keep your addiction to food? What exactly do you want to keep? Electric shock. Okay, get out of there. Things are happening very fast, and very intense. But remember, we are not the same people. We can handle it. We're strong people. We're spiritual people. We can handle it. Moses and Aaron tell Pharaoh, we're going to take the Israelites only for 3 days to sacrifice in the desert. Why he didn't tell him? If you think about it, he lied to him, right? Well, he didn't really lie to him. He just didn't tell him the whole truth, because he never told them that he's going to come back. He only said, we're going to take them for 3 days to sacrifice. And he didn't say after, and we'll come back after 3 days. After 3 days that they sacrificed, they continued to move on. Okay, but Pharaoh didn't know that. And why? Why not? Why not to tell Pharaoh the truth? Okay, and it says in the Midrash that every person will get exactly the level of a test that he can handle. Because even, you see, only for 3 days, it's like I'm telling myself, don't eat a chocolate cake only for 3 days, or don't drink coffee only for 3 days. It's so hard, right? After one day, it's like, you know what? Coffee is not that bad. I don't care. Just one cup of coffee, right? That's how it works, right? But imagine if I'll tell myself, Esther, no coffee, never, for the rest of your life. Will I be able to handle it? No way. Okay, so Moses tell Pharaoh, and even that was hard, only for 3 days. Because we only get what we can handle. And we can only promise ourselves what we can handle too. Because if I want to get rid of addiction of coffee, I cannot tell myself, Esther, there's no coffee forever. There's only for 3 days. Okay? And you know what? I did it many times that for 3 days. And then I needed to continue, and then I was, okay, 3 days passed. This is where the heart, like it says, the heart of Pharaoh become hard. Because then we need to keep it as a habit. So you know what? 1 more day, no coffee. And another 1 more day, no coffee. And then slowly, you don't miss that coffee anymore. Or you don't miss whatever it is. Or you don't miss that person anymore. Or you don't miss that consciousness anymore. It's easy to give examples of coffee because it's the easier. It's not easy to let go of coffee, but it's the easy to understand. But it's deeper things that we're not willing to let go. Okay, and we all get that electric shock right now too. That's why the energy is very nervous energy. And the reason why it's very nervous energy, guys, it's really for us to let go of things that are not good for us, guys. All the things that we're addicted to. After Moses go and complain to the Creator, okay, the Creator is telling him, וידבר אלוקים אל משה ויאמר אליו, אני Hashem. And God created to Moses and says, I am God. And I showed myself to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the El Shaddai. And when I showed myself, so this is something else. Basically, the Creator is really mad at Moses that he dared to complain. He says, I revealed myself to Abraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov when my name was lower. El Shaddai is the lower level of the Creator. Because Abraham, Yitzchak, and Moses was much higher in prophecy than the fathers. Okay? But the fathers were stronger in the belief. And the Creator said to him, when I went to Abraham and I told him, I promised him that I'm going to make his his children to be a big nation. And then I told him to go and slaughter his own son. He didn't ask me questions. He just did it. And Isaac the same, and Jacob the same, and but you, when I told you to do something, you come in and you complain to me. Like, where is your faith? I am the Yud Kevavke, and everything that is happening in the world, I'm the one who's doing it. And then he started to promise, and I'm gonna take them out of Egypt, and I'm gonna give them a land, and they're gonna be independent, and they're gonna be healthy, and they're gonna be. So everything beautiful that the Creator is promising to the people of Israel, Moses go to the people of Israel, and it says, "Ve'edaber Moshe ken el bnei Israel ve'lo shamu el Moshe mikotzer ruach u'ma'avoda kasha." And whatever the Creator tell Moses, Moses come and tell to the people of Israel, and they didn't want to listen. Mikotzer ruach. Kotzer ruach is lack of patience and hard work. Kotzer ruach. Ruach is shortened, and Kotzer is short, and ruach is spirit. They didn't want to listen because they were short spirit. And when we're talking about short spirit, we're talking about lack of patience, ve'me'avoda kasha. But the lack of patience comes before the hard work, okay? And that's what we all experience now, the short of spirit, the nervousness, this Aquarius. We want to go to orech ruach, to be the length of the spirit, to grow the spirit, to grow the consciousness. But it's a hard work, short in spirit and hard work. And this is exactly what happened to us right now. We don't want to listen to the Creator that it's all good, because we are losing our patience. That's Aquarius. The mind is nervous. I cannot take it anymore. Like, take it away from me. It's like that energy of nervousness, of anger, of lack of patience. But it's happening, and it's create hard work in our life. The hard work is not the problem. The problem is the shortened of the spirit. Kotzer ruach. Okay, and the Kotzer ruach is the consciousness, because the hard work that comes after, it's not a problem. I don't think anyone has a problem to work hard when we have peace of mind, because the work is not the problem. The problem is the consciousness. What do I think about that hard work? What do I think about what I need to do? Kotzer ruach v'avoda kasha. So, Kotzer ruach, the shortness of spirit, comes before the hard work. And this is what we need to concentrate. It doesn't matter how much work we have. What are we going through in our life right now? But whatever we go through in our life, we can handle. This is the hard work. What is my consciousness that comes before? Do I believe that the Creator actually will going to take me out of Egypt? If I have a certain addiction, do I believe that if I'll get new routines, the Creator will actually come and do the rest, will take me out of Egypt? Do I really have a belief? And that's what when the Creator told Moses, he says, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, no matter what I told them, no matter how hard it is, they believed me. They believed, and they did exactly what I told them to do. And you, that you're a higher level of prophecy, you dare to tell me that I didn't save them. Wait, and you'll see the salvation that will happen. So the other side of this Aquarius, right, is it's that light bulb that wants to bring us to a certain energy, right? It's not for nothing. And we need to remember the end goal. And the end goal is unity. We spoke about it last week. The unity, not to be in separation. To have serenity. To have peace of mind. To know that, okay, if I need to deal with it again, I'm going to deal with it again. And this time I'm going to be successful. Okay? Because something is about to end in our life, and something new is about to happen. But where is my free choice? Where do I want to be released? It's really important that we're going to take the time to know what do we want to release in our life? Where are we addicted? And please, all of us are addicted to something. All of us. And if we feel that we are not, then we are in the other side of denial. Okay, that lack of peace, that nervousness, we need to release that. And we need to know, I mean, we cannot just look at it as a general thing. We need to really know we are in a new moon. We're going to have another new moon next month with a lot of Aquarius, with a lot of nervous energy. This weekend and next week we are in the power station of electricity. We are in the power station. Are we protected? Are our body protected? Do we take care of our immune system? Let's not wait until we get sick. Take care of your immune system. Take all the vitamins and everything that you need to take care of your immune system. Make sure you sit down 1 hour a day and listen to calm music and take care of the mind. The mind. Take care of the mind. If you can meditate. If you can just listen to music to relax, do that. Take the time, take the habits to take the time and to relax the mind, to do things slower. Mars in Taurus, slower. Okay? It could be that things are not, we're getting a lot of information because of that North Node of Gemini. We're going to get a lot of bombarded information. What are we going to do with this information? What are we going to do with everything? One step at the time. Okay, it's time to take it easy. Okay, when we're in the midst of a hurricane, we protect ourselves. We make sure the windows are locked and covered. We make sure we have enough food in our storage. Okay, not panicking, but we need to take care of ourselves. Okay, and we need to take care of ourselves, and also remember the power of the mind. We need to see where I have that nervous energy. Where do I feel that nervous energy? And exactly there, take responsibility to do one change and do it every day until we create new habit, until we get out of this addiction.